you cannot handle real work, reality talk, 80+ language, simply skip the video.
Quickly, I'm sitting in the supermarket, the Billa in on Boulevard, Bulgaria. Very nice eating corner. Russian salad and garlic bread. It's a little bit a cheat day thing, so yeah, it's a little bit a quick intro. The whole day until now I had to do strategize how to optimize the reels, distribute the reels in bulk, using all my social media accounts. Facebook, I got over 110 Facebook pages, 40 Facebook groups. So now the distribution starts. We got over, I think, 50 Instagram accounts, over 75 YouTube accounts. Anyway, this is the thing about distribution. You need to keep track of the things that you actually distributed, so you don't send out duplicate videos to all the other platforms. So you need to calculate. So for example, if I want to have 10 on one Facebook page, I want to divide those pretty equally, or at least with some sort of similar wave in it, you know, that it's not some kind of one day not and then 10 weeks not, of one day and then 10 weeks not. And there also needs to be some sort of straight line in it, otherwise I'm not even fire up the process. But also this morning I really tried to automate the reels creation, but it is or very costly, and especially the amount of videos that I want to distribute or create, it's very costly. But I figured out a way. I think I will share all those strategies later on. Once everything is a little bit more stable, I will start sharing these things, because there's a lot of things not available online when it's about really pushing content out. And of course, no, still. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my food. Day number 25. I'm eating now in the Billa on Boulevard, Bulgaria. It's a rainy day, but it doesn't matter. Okay, let's finish this first. So, a very quick verdict about the food that I just had in the Billa. In general, the food in the Billa that you can just eat over there in the corner, you can take it away, but I like to eat in the Billa in those food corners. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Billa in case you come to the Billa. When you go, for example, to buy prepared food in this one, because in this mall there is a Billa below on the ground, not in the ground floor, but -1 floor, and there are multiple Billas like that. The quality of the food in malls, now that I'm thinking about it, in malls is in general lower than the supermarkets that are like a building. So that is one thing about the Billa food. Another thing is, this is the only Billa, the one that is on Bulgaria Mall. There's the only Billa with a toilet. In case you want to drink beer or whatever, and you can just go willy-nilly over there. So for example, the one in Dahlan does not have a toilet, but you're also they don't like it when you drink over there. There are neighborhoods they don't really mind as long as you act normal, but in Dahlan they're not such a big fan of it, especially when you start doing the 2.5 liter bottles. Anyway, food is good in the Billa, not the Billas inside the malls. The quality is simply lower. Probably because the food traffic, I don't know what it is, but in general, my personal experience, is the quality is lower. So I'm going inside Mall Bulgaria now. It is a little bit cold. I need to recharge my phone and I want to do some video chats. So ciao for now. Sitting now in Mall in Bulgaria, and as you can see, the weather is not very attractive to sit outside, and that's why I'm actually going over here to also recharge my phone and doing some calls. This is also something for the people who say, yeah, but Dahlan, everything is so mobile, you have an external battery. Totally correct, totally correct. The thing is, I'm not gonna sit outside now, and today I'm not gonna drink beer, so there is no reason for me to visit some places where they drink beer and meet people. So that's the reason. And oh yeah, Jesus Christ, this guy is like, oh, this is a woman. I see I'm again trying to sit a little bit hidden, but this is the thing, right? Over here in Mall Bulgaria Mall, the thing is, there is one shop, it's called Yops. It's actually an ice cream shop, and the thing is, the coffee is better than all the places on this whole floor, and actually it's on a pretty nice shared first place. Yeah, shared first place, does it even exist? I don't know, but I would put it on the same level as the Minimart quality, not only because of the taste, not only because of the price quality balance, it's simply good, and also the feeling, because let's talk a little bit about the coffees. And yesterday the Bianchi, that is a Bulgarian thing, but they imported blah 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 Italian stuff. Anyway, besides that, the thing is, some people make it, they know how to rape it, and some people know how to actually do it the right way, and that's with a lot of food and drinks like this. But the Yups people, at least in this Bulgaria mall, is doing a great job. So if you like coffee, and next to that you can, you know, you can sit over here, you recharge your phone, and you know, I said this also before, you know, I'm doing everything from the phone. Even when I had a laptop, I didn't have to show other people my what laptop did I have, because you know, a lot of Apple people, they want to show the laptop and then sit in the what is this coffee thing, Starbucks. But this is the thing, the quality of this coffee, well, if you go for quality and not showing off to other people what you're drinking or what you're wearing or whatever, this coffee is 10 times better than Starbucks. So highly recommend it, and it is only for people who don't want to show off. Just go for quality, and you know, who gives a shit what other people think about you, especially when it's about coffee, clothes and that kind of stuff, right? You know, and that's also many times what I'm saying. I'm now just in black, but in general I'm constantly wearing and the training things. That is my so-called suit. But this is, and again, when it's about people in suits, everybody knows they're chasing the numbers. They have in general, and I'm talking about the normal people in suits, there is always something missing. Quality of speech, quality of knowledge, but they try to cover it up with a suit because that looks good. Of course, I know people in suits, they do incredibly good, but I probably know even more wealthy people, not rich people, wealthy people who actually walk around with a pen and paper and an old Nokia phone, and even with fake Nikes. So, you know, so, and then those people also really don't have to do anything anymore. But yeah, just to give you a little bit an insight, because a lot of other, and when you don't travel a lot or get in contact with people from all kind of levels of society, and each level has also different kind of stages, which I'm not going into. But you know, I never want to show off with anything. There's no reason for it. The moment that you will talk with me one-on-one, or I will talk in a group or whatever, you will notice, you will understand that I have seen stuff. I don't suck things out of my thumb. Everything what I'm saying on the videos is rough and raw and probably not suitable for a lot of other people that feel a little bit, you know, stepped on their toes. Because deep inside, when you feel stepped on your toes, you know that there is something truth in it. And also, to put this a little bit on myself, sometimes when I think that people are a little bit irritating, and it's simply because I recognize things for myself in it that I probably want to improve. So I'm really honest about it as well. So it's not about, oh, you. No, it's always to get as close as possible to reality. But then it's also, I top it off with living in different countries, talking with many people. You can find me around Christmas drinking vodka with the homeless people, and you can see me sometimes. No, I'm very careful sitting and exposing other people to the public that are not really in the eye of the public and or active in, not illegal, but a little bit more, you know, like the strippers, and you know, somehow, yeah, some of them, they actually really don't care. That is also what I really respect. The ones that lie about it, webcam girls or whatever. I sit with webcam girls, you know. We got nothing to hide. And some people that I met in the beginning, they came up with all kind of things. But you know, if you do something for longer than, let's say, 2 years, and that is with any kind of industry, and also if you hang around with the same amount of people, you can smell it on the person. You know, you can smell it when they're not genuine. And try to remember that. And when your gut says something, just listen to your gut first before you start chasing money, chasing dreams that fit with a personality, like wearing a suit, and then when you open your mouth, that you don't have nothing to tell because no experience, no deep diving into, let's say, society, but also to check what is really happening around you, you know. And again, of course, let's say 90% of the people are only focusing on themselves, how I can get my salary back, how I can get my 10 grand, how I can get my 25 grand as fast as possible. But you know, that is a very unfulfilling way of living, according to my perspective on life. Anyway, I'm in the meantime showing you what's happening over here down below, and I'm gonna finish this incredibly coffee. When you come over here, I always order the double one plus milk, and the milk is also quality. That's also something, eh? People rape the fucking coffee sometimes with buying the shittiest milk. They're probably not even tasting the milk. Just saying. And it's not an attack on anybody. If you want to sell shitty coffee, good for you. But like I said yesterday, also with of the day before, about the burger, the bread is so shitty. When you would do it like this, it could almost disappear. I think when you do it like this, you dry it and you crumble it, you can sniff it. That's how bad it is. And I'm not recommending sniffing bread, but I think you get a very clear picture at the moment. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my coffee, and I'm trying to be as sneaky as possible filming in the public. Oh look, traffic jams. You want to be in this every day, and that's what you're doing. And then people say, a lot of people like this, normal people, they tell me, Dahlan, why don't you get a car? First of all, and this is what I really mean, when I say it to those people, I can talk very honest to most of the people, and people who don't know me yet so good, I still level up very quickly. I'm not hiding or something, but sometimes a little bit more subtle, because I sometimes see that people are, you know, nervous to approach me and not used to anything. You know, you can see that. I can smell it from a kilometer away. But when it's about, why don't you get a car? So wait a minute, you got a car, you go 8 to 10 hours, sometimes 12 hours per day to a place to maintain the car, the mortgage that you're in for your house, and where is the freedom in this? And you have to do this 5 times a week or 6 times a week. Where is the freedom of having a car? You have to park it in front of your home, and that's the freedom you have. See, when I had a car, I just drove around the whole day if I wanted the whole fucking week, if I wanted the whole fucking month, because I was constantly driving between projects in Holland, especially, you know, 500, 700 kilometers a day. It was fucking nothing. But, and that is also one of the reasons that I'm not such a big fan anymore of the driving thing, because I did this for, I think, around 2.5 years every day, but I really enjoyed it. Don't worry about that. But no. So, and where is the freedom when people tell you, why don't you get a couple of kids? Why don't you buy a house? Why don't you this and this? Hello. Think about it. And they just want to pull you in their own, I don't know what, that they can say, yeah, now you got it too. So they know that you're a little bit on their level. And of course, and I'm gonna put a little bit in perspective, I don't talk bad about them, but I'm not gonna live the way they do, because they're stuck. They're stuck in a fucking rat race. The people that I listen to are the people who live freely. They walk around in jogging pants. They, you know, they well, let's stop rattling Dahlan before, yeah, it's reality. I don't have to pretend to do anything. I'm just sitting over here with my legs over the chair. I don't have to act good in the public eye. Yes, I treat everybody with respect, but I'm not walking around in a suit and then had a day the moment that I enter my home, I put on my jogging pants. You know, that's running around in a clown suit. If you do it the way like this, you know, if you walk the whole day around in your suit, and you have the character that actually backs it up, yeah, respect. So then you're genuine, authentic. But you know, the moment that you only wear it to go to your work, and the moment that you're at home sitting in your sweatpants, hello. Everybody understands authenticity. Whether you like it or not, people feel and love authenticity. Okay, ciao for now, and let's finish the fucking coffee and then move. The way back home, I'm actually exporting and creating reels. I'm doing some new tests. I'm just sharing this journey about the vlogging. And there's another thing. When anybody wants to start vlogging seriously, let's say quote unquote seriously, then I know how to do it pretty much on a very low budget, but that you at least are above the average people who are getting into vlogging, because there is so much information, useless information, and without mentioning, it's very windy, so I keep the camera a little bit closer to my face while I'm talking, because I want to get this also out of my mind. You know, when you go on YouTube, you talk about, ask about distribution, creation, and try to find a workflow that works, that you can do it from your phone on your daily, let's say, routine. Like I'm just showing, that I'm going to the supermarket. In the meantime, I'm creating multiple reels, and later on they will be distributed to the YouTube and TikTok scheduled, and the workflow will be optimized way much more. But if you're really gonna search for it, nobody's gonna explain you how to implement this in your, let's say, daily routine without that it becomes a very big hassle. And yes, there are scheduling tools, but there is something about those very known scheduling tools like I cannot come up very quickly now about one name, but I tested them all, and I do believe I at the moment I also got tons of Facebook pages that I used to run also with specific tools, and I cannot come up with one tool at the moment because I'm using make.com, which is so far I have the best results. That's by far, and it's also very cost effective. There's not a long learning curve, but you're also constantly very in control of the content. That's another thing. The analytics on the make.com are a little bit less, but there I found a solution for that, which is again cost effective. And when I say cost effective, it means that you can post as many posts as you want to, because if you use other tools you have to pay, for example, per account. There is a maximum of and some have maximum of 50 posts a month. Yes, they are very low packages, you know, but even the medium packages, you are bound to limits, and everything that I want to provide through my strategies, they don't have limits. And if you have to increase your limits, let's say with make.com, it's ridiculous low. If you balance the costs and the effect you can have on the social media, you know, you can schedule thousands of posts for $10. That is really the minimum package. So that is really one thing that I want to mention, that when I'm gonna start providing the strategy, it is very, very financially attractive. The only thing that you need to do is put in, let's say, the learning curve to get to understand the strategy. And again, I'm doing this from the beginning, you know, this whole vlogging journey that includes the tools. I'm really also observing how easy it is actually for somebody who is totally not into social media. And like I said also in one video, probably the person who is going to do it according to the strategy that I'm going to provide, going to do it way much better, because, you know, I'm figuring out everything that it's possible, low budget, but a huge amount of distribution, that it's possible to distribute a big amount of content. Because at these days, if you don't do minimum 10 posts, or, you know, at least on at 4 or 5 platforms is the minimum, right? But if you have to post manually on all those platforms 5 times a day, that's not gonna happen. You know, you're gonna keep that up for a little while, and then you get bored. And then when you get bored or even discouraged because you don't see the results yet, you know, you have to pinch through this point. But anyway, I really want to quickly mention something like this, that the person who will follow the strategy that I will also give away will do much better than me, much faster also, you know. Okay, I'm going inside. I did not eat almost anything, but I'm going to eat oatmeal with yogurt and eggs, and then I'm going for a run, a late night run. Kitchen. What I want to say about the vlogging thing and my vlogging project is simply a part of a bigger goal. You know, I want to I mentioned those goals and my purpose already before, but with the vlogging I also want that the people who do research me, that they can see that it's, you know, that I'm very down to earth but also normal. And like with this, I also attract people who are thinking a little bit more flexible, people who want to deal with people who are into people, and not people who are chasing the numbers, pretending something that they're not. See, and that is also the reason that I'm doing it like this, because I know from myself there's a huge amount of people that I don't want to work with. You know, that I'm very honest about that. I always love to work with people who want to do better for the people around them, who are genuinely interested in other people, and those people are a category apart. You know, if you really deal with, let's say, quote unquote, normal business people running around in suits, kissing ass, chasing numbers, and not so much care about what's happening in society, only complain about politics and that kind of stuff. And that sounds very polarizing, but that is really the kind of people that I don't want to deal with, because those people are in general also under control of their business partners, have troubles at home, whatever, you know, because the only thing that they care about is themselves. And let's say it like this, if I really gonna be straightforward, I don't have any interest in people who actually only care about themselves. And that's why I'm vlogging. And like this, the people who really considering to work with me, they will have the chance to look at what my real character is, what my approach and my approach to my daily life is, but also when it's about setting up strategies. You know, today I spent a lot of time on the reels, not so much about editing, but I'm trying to get the working structure of producing and distributing. I want to have this very clear in place, and according to myself it's not optimized enough that it would be attractive for quote unquote normal people. You know, so for example, like I said also, you know, I want to make it so available to normal people who are sitting in the tram that they can actually distribute ridiculous amount of content. Because even if it's not about the budget, because people spend a lot of money on what they, in my opinion, you know, the biggest bullshit. They buy 10 of the same pair of jeans and it's over there in the closet. Just an example. Don't get offended or whatever. But that amount of money you could put in social media tools. But there is something about those tools, like there are limits. And the moment that people hit limits, so the limits when you're not even competing with, let's say, anybody who wants to put a little bit a mark on the social media and or with their content. Yes, a lot of people do have also a lot of Facebook friends, they like stuff, but in the end you want to do more than that, I think. And I want to make that available for the people who want to do more than just going from 9 to 5 in the tram, or every day going into the traffic jam, going home, play with their phones, you know. Yeah, that's about the vlogging thing. I'm also a little bit talking probably confused because I'm actually very hungry. I am very hungry at the moment. But I'm going to eat very clean food, which is high protein yogurt and full grain oat flakes, the full flakes, which I'm gonna soak because I'm gonna start doing the evening runs again, and in the morning calisthenics, just to mentally handle. And I'm under a good amount of pressure these days. because I want to get this working structure in place. I need to arrange a lot of document stuff. I'm going against, yeah. Anyway, and now this vlogging thing. I want see when it's about this vlogging, I just want to keep this momentum every day, the vlogging, because if I would do it once per week, then I wouldn't push myself the way I do now, because then there's a lot of time, you lose interest, and I also don't believe there is that would put anything remarkable, let's say, in the eyes of the YouTube algorithm. Because if I can keep this up, which I will, yeah, unless I end up in the hospital or in jail or die, then it will stop for a little while. Or when I die, and it will stop. But also in order to get to stay focused on it, but also grow as fast as possible. Because if I would do it, let's say, once per week, I would lose, you know, this massive urge. And I want to emphasize also on this one. Yes, there are people who do it once per week, but what are they doing? Yeah, unless you're those famous people already, but you know, and also when it's about those famous people, they have waves. I don't want that it's gonna be a wave and then I'm gonna be gone. It has to be done till the day I die, and I thought about this, I could have a second choice, then I would do it till my 65th. So I would do it at least another 20 years still. And I want to say something else. I really have to push my brain at the moment, I'm very honest about that. The vlogging thing. Yeah, I forgot my thought. So, first eat, because I need to fuel my brain, my body. What did I eat today? Yeah, the Russian salad and the garlic bread. The garlic bread with white bread, very tasty. Quality is good. Russian salad, pretty good in the Billa. Now I also got the Billa products. Actually, I didn't do it on purpose, just to be very honest. The big eggs, Billa, high protein yogurt stuff, oat flakes, going to fuel myself. Then I'm going to produce 5 more reels and then mentally prepare for a run to clean my mental system. That's the whole reason. The weather is also very shitty at the moment, very windy, cold, and yeah, tomorrow it's gonna be even colder. When it's about the training, this morning I did the dips, the pull-ups, 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. That's a cycle. I explained this before, I'm not gonna get into this. So then I do already in the morning the calisthenics, and I'm getting in this rhythm again, because I have to optimize this working structure ASAP, and I gave myself 72 hours now from now on, so I'm putting on the pressure, which means I need to unload my brain at the end of the day and make it free before I start the day. That's always in the morning, the calisthenics. But when I'm in the midweek, you know, I do in the morning the planning, the scheduling, and then unload my brain with the calisthenic stuff. So yeah, stop rattling, Dahlan. I know. Ciao for now. Talk. In the meantime, the reels are going. I'm eating Skyr, is actually an Icelandic yogurt thing, high protein, and I'm eating the eggs with a little bit cheddar and salt. You know those people, you know, they tick doing their fucking eggs, taking ages to open an egg. See, we do it like this, hoppa and hoppa, like this. You save time even on eating your boiled eggs. Just want to share that as well. The thing is, and now let me close this clip as well, because I need to eat first. But I want to say this. You know, for 2 days ago I ate a burger. Totally useless. Totally useless. There is nothing that make me energized. They have even felt, you know, let's say it's the waste of money. The thing is, for the same amount of money, I got so much fuel. Look, I think I ate now 200, no, not even 150 milligram of 150 grams of oatmeal, 250 grams of skyr, I don't know how to pronounce it, skyr, Icelandic yogurt. I'm already full, almost. Still have to do the protein thing, eggs, and yes, I eat the yellow as well. You really saw what I ate today, actually, huh? The garlic bread thing, the Russian salad, and the skyr, and now with the oatmeal and the eggs, and that's it. And I'm way much more. I can already feel it, huh? I'm getting alive again. My brain starts to work good. And that's how of course, I enjoy, you know, the nice Skara food. But Skara food, you know, the barbecue on the barbecue Bulgarian stuff, and the sausages and pig meat, they also fuel me. You know, not drained in fat or ridiculous amount of salt. Depends also on the person who prepares it, but in general, clean food. Clean food. And when I talk about or consume clean food, over here I don't want to say 100 times, but let's say 5 times sharper. Done. And there's another reason why I eat the oatmeal, because I mentioned this also before. I'm always taking a look what's coming out, and my pea needs to be white. It is always white. And from the back side, it always needs to be in good condition as well. And I don't want to blame it on the burger, but it went a little bit, no, I was not happy with the hardness. So, 2 days oatmeal, and I stabilize everything and eat only good fuel. I could have boiled the eggs a little bit longer, but I didn't want to wait. So that's about this clip. Skyr, I don't know, Icelandic yogurt, low in fat. When it's about fat, I don't mind the fat in general, because yeah, I burn it anyways. Yeah, true. Finito. Ciao for now. Quick update about the food. At the moment, this is the amount of oatmeal that I still have left. I'm already going through the roof energy wise, and I still got an egg to go. And that's this kind of food, very fast, boom boom boom. I soak the oatmeal first in water for 5 minutes. And let me tell you something about the oatmeal. I used to buy the half ones, so it's already, you know, a little bit chopped. But now I buy the full ones. And the full one, I'm doing this already since 3 months, not buying the full ones, but I'm just sharing this. So when you buy the half ones or the full ones, difference. Especially, I'm full. I'm really full. So the whole day, I drank boatloads of water. Today I'm not gonna drink beer. I ate the Russian salad, the half a baguette with garlic, which was also, and was not really fuel. I just want to go something tasty inside. But now, well, now I got this extra boost, and this is also something when it's about not always eating when you're hungry. You know, many times you're not hungry. It's just your brain or your whole system thinks that you need to eat. You know, especially in Holland. You know, you eat in the morning, in the lunchtime, and 6 o'clock in the evening. That was the old days. Now, of course, things are probably different. I don't know. I haven't been in Holland for a long time. But, you know, maybe in the young years that's necessary to grow. But I don't know. I can eat way less than I did in Holland, and my output is way more over here, mentally and physically. But yeah, it's something to think about. Yeah. Whoa, I'm very happy with this meal. I'm very honest about it. Anyway, ciao. So I want to finish today's vlog with just a little insight in my growth obsession. Now the reels are pretty much, the working structure is in place. I'm now going to upload and schedule the last ones, so I got 4 days ahead. Tomorrow I can take it a little bit more easy when it's about development. I just produce more. When it's about now my training schedule, because I know the sun is okay. Now it's very cold. You know, if you run with minus 10 or 15, or run with 40 degrees plus. The hottest one was 42 degrees in Malta, in the fucking stone hills over there, and then you're begging for a shadow. The thing is, where was I? Yeah, because the sun is now coming again, and in the summer I have boatloads of extra energy. You know, my body simply reacts very well on the sun. So for this, I am in the summer I'm training every 12 hours just to keep myself very sharp and, let's say, in shape. Now I did a quick 5. I'm not gonna go yet all the way in every 12 hours training, so now it's 11 o'clock. I'm gonna work a little bit till 1 o'clock, do a lot of chats. People ask, you're already going in the 12-hour thing? Because yeah, I have priorities, people. And the thing is, whew, so now it's half March, already past half March, so I will be in April totally on schedule, you know, totally already mentally and physically already prepared for the sun. So bam every 12 hours training. Of course I will have my days off, but yeah, as you can see now, you only see a little fraction of my days, but you probably understand what I'm doing, and I will share more and more along the way. And I treat life very serious. Long days, put in the work, and no matter the adversity that I'm facing, or adversities, every day I'm going happy to bed. Wake up after, so I'd want to go to bed, probably wake up at 6, and then the day starts with scheduling, calisthenics around 10 or 11, and then yeah, bursting out the content, optimize the reels production. So today I talked a lot about the vlogging part, and you had a little bit more insight when it's about my growth obsession, and more will pop up in the vlogs. Feel motivated, maybe you hate it, maybe you feel disappointed, I don't know. It's only day 25 or 26, I don't know, and we're going for the first 30 days. Woohoo! And then, okay, I'm gonna say ciao for now, because wait a minute, I want to say ciao for now when it's a little bit more lighter. I'm actually walking in between the buildings, and I shouldn't talk so loud. Maybe people are already sleeping. Don't know. Just keep my respect, eh, Dahlan? So we're in front of the Airbnb, and I am gonna call it a day. I have one, maybe some very weird thought. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it tomorrow because I want to show you something in the elevator. I think that's an interesting thought. So every time when you're in a Bulgarian elevator, I probably messed up your thoughts about this. Anyway, I'm waiting for the light to turn on and I can say probably goodbye. Oh, okay. Oh, you can hear the wind. Oh. And ciao for now.